Hello, Venus Theater friends and donors and subscribers. My name is Jamie Kilburn, and I wrote Garbage Kids, which is the second play in Venus Theater's Sweet 16 season, and I am super excited about it. Yeah. So Deb sent me a couple questions to answer, and I am going to do that right now. So the first one is, what keeps you writing? And for me, I am still a new writer. I consider myself. I wrote my first play in 10 years, a few years ago, called Ding or Bye Bye Dad, and it was produced by Venus Theater 2 seasons ago. And I wrote it because I was in a master's program and I was tired of academic writing, and I really just didn't see my story and my voice in the theater landscape. And I thought, if I don't see it, I should write it. And the play came very quickly because I guess it was just bursting inside of me. And I was thrilled that Venus decided to produce it. The second play was sort of percolating with me as I was writing Ding. And I wrote the play also fairly quickly, and then I read it and I hated it. And then I sort of laboriously rewrote it, and now I like it. So it was another situation where I wanted to, one, tell my story, have my particular voice out there in theater, but also wanted to experiment with different modes of writing theater. Right now, I am a PhD student, and so I study feminist theater. And for me, writing is a way of putting that into practice in terms of different ways to get the female voice out there in its sort of essential form, and to really tell different women's stories, stories that aren't usually seen on the stage. So that's why I write. Second question is, what does it mean to have your work produced at Venus Theater? And what it means to me is I am very excited. I love, 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 love Venus Theater and its intimate space. For me, this was the only place that I submitted my play. I'm a very strong advocate for women's theaters and for the labor that women perform at theater, running theaters. I ran a theater myself for 5 years, and it is hard work, very, very hard work. And so I commend Deb for the work she does every day in getting women's voices out there. And I think that there's something really magical about going to a theater space where you know that somebody has put so much time, so much effort. I mean, you just feel the spirit of their blood, sweat, and tears in that space. And you have a group of people who are, really doing it because they love it. And I think that that comes through in a really, really magical way. And I think that it is important to support female artists because they are largely not supported. And so when women are making theater about themselves, for other women, for me, I think it is the most important work you can do. And when a show comes together in that way, it's just, I think it is wonderful. And there's such a connection that you feel to the artists on stage when you're in that smaller space. So maybe too long of an answer. How does it feel to be back? For me, I am super excited after seeing Ding and what Deb did with it. I mean, I am not one of those people who like to laugh and cry at their own plays. I think it's gross. But I was definitely very affected by the show. And to me, it felt like a whole new show. I mean, it felt like something I hadn't written and I'd never touched. So it was really special to see that. And so I'm really looking forward to seeing what Deb is going to do with Garbage Kids. Garbage Kids was, also a labor of love, and took a lot of time. And after I wrote it, I'm like, okay, bye. I'm not looking at this again. So I'm really excited to see it sort of reinvented for the stage. And I love the space, as I said, and I think that Deb puts everything into it. So I know that it will probably be the best production possible of the show. So that is my answers to those questions. Very, very excited to be a part of Venus Theater again. Yay, women. Bye.